Yes, boss. You see it, man. Let's do it, man. Never use your free will to do foolishness. Now, here's the deal, right? Whether some people know it or not, free will is like a blessing, bro. And it's your God-given right. You feel me? It's a beautiful thing. So if you really think about it, right? Free will is exactly as it says. You have free will to do what you want to do. You get what I'm saying? Yes, certain things have like rules, but if you really think about it, you have free will in whatever it is you want to do. So, example, you can use your free will to hurt somebody. You can use your free will to help somebody. You can use free will to tell lies about somebody. You can use your free will to do damn near whatever it is that you want. But you have to understand, if you use your free will incorrectly, you're going to pay for that, bro. And that's one of the biggest things people regret. Because here's the deal, right? With free will, meaning it's your choice to do whatever it is you want. You may not wholeheartedly understand the consequences of using your free will in a negative aspect until you're in those waters. So, example, right? When some people get in trouble through the judicial system or the criminal system or whatever you want to call it, right? And they realize, oh, now I'm in this predicament. I never knew that armed robbery came with this much time, or committing this crime came with this much consequences. That's why you have to use your free will correctly. And understand this in life, right? Nobody is perfect, but you got to understand something. You cannot use free will to do foolishness and expect greatness, dog. That's stupid as hell, bro. So I'm going to say it again. There's a lot of people who have a backwards mentality where they like to do foolishness and expect they're going to get greatness from it. So meaning, yo, I could crash out on this person. I could act a ass, be a donkey. And guess what? Everything is going to be A-okay. That's just like having a connotation that, yo, basically, for all the evil I do or certain things I put out there, I can dodge it. I don't have to worry about it. Good is going to come from it. That's just like, twist it in another way. You rob somebody. You know you robbed somebody. You may not know who you robbed, but you think, yo, from me robbing this person, I'm good now. I did something bad. Now I got the good. How do you not know that that's not going to open up a door where there's a world, like a whirlwind of problems after that? It's just like, look at John Wick. There's different John Wick movies. They got 1, 2, and 3 and all of that stuff. But I forgot which one it was. It was basically a kid stole John Wick's car and killed his dog. His daddy had to tell him, please tell me you did not steal this car. He was like, oh, did you kill the guy? His dad whooped his ass, bruh, because you use your free will ill-advisedly. Yes, we have power, but you cannot use your power to rob and harm people, especially a guy like John Wick. So his son got an ass whooping for it, because you got to understand something. Using free will, this is how you know power, and I've said this before. Power, not everybody can handle power, bro. You get what I'm saying? That's why when people get a chance to get some power, they either misuse it, they abuse it, whatever which way it is that they want. But I'm telling you right now, use your free will correctly. If you have more leverage than the next person, don't use it to harm somebody. Don't use it to hinder somebody. Use it for good, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of people who are in a position of power and they use it to harm other people. Whether you could be on like a police type of status, or you're a leader in like an organization, or whatever the case may be. Use your power for good. Don't use it for evil, dog. And I'm going to tell you why some people, when they do that, they don't really pick up and understand how bad that is. Like the severity behind that. If you're using negativity, right? Or using your free will to push negativity or do something negative for your favor, you're actually putting something out there, bro. Just like, look at the world we live in today. I could kill this topic all day long, bro. Look at the world we live in today. Why do you think a lot of these kids are so reckless and bad the way that they are now? Lack of guidance, and as well as that, kids emulate what they see. You think kids weren't out here watching some dudes, certain people before them who was in the streets, and what it got them? Times change. So because times change, the bullshit that you learn that you're probably programmed to, we could use it and cripple you for it. Now you're in the system for this long time. Now you're in here on some bullshit, or you got this long rap sheet, or you can't really get a job. Now you're in prison as a prison girlfriend or whatever the bullshit. They don't tell people this shit. It's like they like to sell people an image of certain things, but they don't tell people the other half of that shit. If you have free will and you're using it to do dumb shit, reckless shit, it's gonna come back to you. It doesn't matter if you've been getting away with it for years. You're gonna meet your match, bro. Mind you, you could be the baddest person in the room. You're gonna meet your match one day, bro. You could be the toughest person or people fear you. You're going to meet somebody who's going to give you a run for your money. And I guarantee you, it's somebody who you least expect that's going to do it. Here's another thing about free will, right? I'm going to school you on this, right? There are some people, as in humans, we've learned certain things and we've learned certain behaviors and patterns. There are certain people who try to look out or seek out people that they can target, that they can exploit them. That's how they choose to use their free will. I'm going to use it to exploit somebody. And then when they get their way or certain things happen, guess what? Some people don't want to take accountability because the damage is done. It went too far, farther than what they probably even imagined. But that's what you use your free will to do. Some people don't understand this shit. You can't do foolishness and expect greatness out of life, dog. That's fucking bullshit, bro. That's delusion, dog. In life, you want to make sure you make the best moves possible so you can obtain the best results. It doesn't make sense for you to be out here being reckless and stupid and following after people who don't have nothing to lose, and then next thing you know, you're in a screwed up predicament and you're wondering how you got there. Your own free will put you there. That's how you know some people, they're lost upstairs. You use your free will to harm people. You didn't even do anything to help people. I'm going to tell you another thing, right? Negativity gets received and is responded to faster than positivity. You don't really see people out here really getting glorified for doing the right thing. Because you got to understand, there's no real reward in being a good person to some people on a worldly level. But there is. That's what you're putting out there. What you put out there, that's the reality you're walking into. That's what you're going to live in. You want to be a gangster, you want to harm people, this, that, and the third, you're just putting a target on your back for somebody who really want to come test them waters. Mind you, who wants to walk around having to look over their shoulder worried about, who going to test me next? That's no way to live, bro. Live your life in a way where you know you're happy, dog. You ain't got to look over your shoulder. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes in life, but at the same time, do not use your free will in an ill-advised way to harm people. Spread nasty rumors on people. That's one of the wickedest things you could ever do to somebody, dog. Mind you, for somebody to use their power or leverage to spread nasty things on a person, guess what? Some people, they're not all the way real, they're not all the way hip to reality or have discernment to see, this person's lying or what's their MO for saying this. You got to understand these things. Certain games run deep. Playing games with people name. You feel me? That's a dirty fucking game, dog. Make sure that you use your free will in a correct way. Because if you didn't use your free will in a correct way, and now you find yourself in problems, you can't point the finger at anybody, dog. This is the reality you created for yourself, bro. This is what you welcome in for yourself. This is what you chose. It's just like when somebody chose the streets. Oh man, this, that, and the third, all these snitching and all this, that, and the third. That's what comes with it. People got to learn how to pick and choose better, dog. You got to understand and weigh out the odds. By me being reckless, by me doing this, what does that come with? Do I want to fight 24/7? Do I want to have to look over my shoulder 24/7? No. Then don't fucking do it. Simple. I understand the flesh is weak or whatever, but think about it. Why are you that carnal to where you want to do something reckless that can harm somebody or screw them up, dog? Now, I'm telling you right now, somebody did it to you. Don't use your power or your free will to go do it to somebody innocently, dog. Have some form of decency and integrity. You get what I'm saying? With that being said, remember this. Words can help you. They can hurt you. But here on my channel, I'm going to uplift you because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser. Understand this in life, man. We all have free will to do whatever it is that we want. The 24 hours you get in a day, it's a choice. Yo, I want to do something with it. I want to do something positive. Yo, I want to go get a job. Yo, I want to go help somebody. Yo, I want to go back to school. You get what I'm saying? That's of the positives. That's a longevity mindset. You doing fuckery, you're shortening your time, dog. Not necessarily on this earth, but you're shortening your time. The time you have in the situation. The blessing that you have that you're not realizing, you're using your free will to do foolishness, that could get taken away from you. The people you like to play in their face because you use free will to do it, guess what? They can be snatched away from you. The people that you feel like are stupid or slow or you're not catching on, guess what? How you know that them people ain't playing along with you? You got to understand something. You're not always going to be the smartest person in the room, but you'll know for a fact if what you're doing is wrong. Some people I'm starting to see as well, there are people who just seriously, they get off on playing in somebody's face, dog. It's like a grandiose time for them. And that's somebody you could have probably locked in with, built something with. You guys could have networked, collaborated, probably exercised the barter system. What you got? I'll trade you for that. That's a link that you lost because you wanted to be a fuck nigga. You get what I'm saying? Do the right thing in life, bruh. Why do you think a lot of these young kids out here doing reckless shit, no guidance, and watching what the prior generation did? We seen the bullshit y'all do. I see what I could do and I could get away with it out of it. That's why some people pick up the game. That's why the game keeps going. The only way how to stop the game is for us to change the way how we live and hold each other accountable. Start setting better examples for each other, especially for the new generation coming up. Why do you think that there's some kids out here that they're like beyond appalled with certain adults and the bullshit that they carried on with? I understand certain people needed to learn certain things to get out of their situation, but there's some people who glorify the bad and doing wicked things to other people as a count of, yo, I use my free will to do this. It's completely fine. You'll wonder and you'll know if it's okay if it comes back to harm you later. You get what I'm saying? 440 for the world, man. Peace.